Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here, you guys. I'm continuing my conversation with Dylan from Winning Communication. You know how much I enjoy sitting and talking with him. He's so much fun. So, this was the first video that we did. You can definitely check that out, where we compared Meghan's appalling behavior clearing out seats around her versus Catherine and how she handles the responsibility of being patron over the England lawn tennis and croquet. So today we are picking up after this train wreck. Today we're picking up with another train wreck. Remember when she was so cringy with Serena's mom here? So we're going to talk about these moments. We're going to talk about whatever's going on here. Then Dylan and I are going to get into how Catherine, Princess of Wales, handled her standing ovation, much deserved standing ovation from the other day, and just rewatch that and enjoy that so much. So again, I'm Jen. Honk honk, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get into this with Dylan. Okay, so now that was such a colossal cluster. I'll leave it there. From what I understand, there had to be damage control. So let me show you this. This was immediately after, let's see. So she had made a fool of herself on July 4th. So right after, that's when we had Catherine and Pippa, Catherine in this beautiful green dress, and Pippa along with Meghan Markle in the royal box. And it was the women's final. And from, again, this is my understanding that it was just such a bad PR disaster that it's almost like Catherine had to step in and do something because because it looks terrible. And so it's okay. It's my opinion that Catherine stepped in to help because she looked so bad. And it's not that she had to help Meghan. It's more of so that the royal family didn't look like what, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so we have this lovely video of Catherine. Again, we don't need sound, but I'm going to play it for you so you can see her interacting with some of the competitors here. So again, just making a big point of shaking everybody's hand. You go. You're better at this. What do you see
Oh
with
no,
her?
you're good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it looks to me like she's. It's just really the same thing. She's engaged. She's smiling.
Mhm.
She's shaking their hands. People are looking at her. They don't look like they're trying to get away. It doesn't look like she's really imposing herself
Mhm.
on them. Like to me, it's I can notice these other women there, whereas
Uh-huh.
Megan makes it very important that you can only notice her, right? Like
Oh,
she
good
just
point.
takes up a lot of space. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good point. I'm glad you said that because I always say the same about the royal tours. The point of the royal tours, I'm sure everybody knows, but is to bring awareness to other places, whatever, if something is if they need help with something, the royals bring awareness to it. If they are trying to highlight something, the royals bring awareness to it. And these tours actually bring in a lot of money for the places that they
Yeah.
go because it's like a spotlight. And to your point, think about when Meghan and Harry went to Australia on their tour. They made it about themselves.
Oh yeah.
And so this is exactly, you are so right, Dylan. They do this in every scenario, and including it's not silly, but as silly as like a tennis match. They
Yeah.
do exactly, you're right. She can't get out of her own way. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
hit
And
play and let you see. Go ahead. Uh-huh.
and it's funny because it's such the opposite. It had the opposite effect. It worked for
Mhm.
a little while, but eventually it just people were fed up with it. It's like when someone so obviously doesn't care about other people and are trying to, push themselves in front of other people, it just alienated people.
You're so right, Dylan. The other thing that strikes me and the point I wanted to make with the with pointing out about again how seriously Catherine takes this and how important this is to her, and we often see her at these, is to me by Meghan going there and acting like a hole. uh it's another way to put down Catherine, to target Catherine, to go after something that Catherine loves.
Yeah.
So I'm just stuck on this, but I'll hit play on this so you can see her interacting with these lovely athletes. I think you're so right. It's not about her in this moment. It's about interacting with people and listening to them and having a genuine conversation.
Yeah.
You're mesmerized by her, aren't you?
Oh yeah,
Me
yeah.
too. Me too.
Yeah. Well, it's exactly what you're saying. You keep playing. Is it just looks like a genuine conversation? Like I said, there's a lot of nodding,
Uh-huh.
but then you see when one of them's talking, everyone looks at her, right? Like they all, there was the woman on the right was talking, they all looked at her. Then Catherine talks, they look at her. Then another woman talks, they look at her. So it's really like a, was it egalitarian conversation? Like it's a real conversation. Like I
Sure.
want to hear what you have to say. Let's listen to her. Now I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna listen to you, rather than Meghan, this is like an audience, or these are my admirers, or these are
Uh-huh.
objects to be used in a photo opportunity, right?
That's
It's
exactly right. Yes.
yeah,
You're exactly right. So imagine the impression that is left with people that interact with Catherine versus
yeah,
interacting with Meghan.
yeah,
Oh my goodness. But here, I'll tell you, there you go. So yeah, it's just what a lovely thing to take. I'm sure she's pulled in a million directions and
yeah.
has to talk to a million people this day, but you don't feel like that. You can feel that she has made you a priority here for a minute, you know?
Absolutely. And she's also quite good at making people feel comfortable, because you'd think
Yeah.
a lot of people might be shy meeting a royal, and
Mhm.
with the cameras, but these women are talking and like kind of holding court with the group, taking turns. So they're obviously made comfortable by her.
You're exactly right. I think so too. But yeah, that's it for the video. It was a PR disaster what
Yeah.
Meghan did. And so then you have lovely Catherine just after that, just couldn't be
Yeah.
again more wonderful with people. It's just a stark contrast in the two. But that
Absolutely.
leads me to another big yee moment of Meghan that I want to talk about. And I think you did react to this one. And that is this one's not Wimbledon, but it's still tennis related. It is when, let's see here, it would have been September of 2019 in New York. Let me pull. Everybody will know. Let me start this again.
Oh yeah.
Everybody will remember this. Okay. Yep. So we got Meghan here, September 2019 in New York. Hey, that's where you're from, right? New York.
Yeah.
And flew in to watch Serena. She's sitting next to Serena's mom, and Serena's mom is focused on her daughter playing this important tennis
Of
match.
course.
And then you have Meghan. So we've both reacted to it. Don't care. Let's do it again. Just be quiet.
It's just very clear. That's so funny. I mean, you keep like very
Yeah.
clearly like someone like not paying attention to Megan, looks like a little bit of intentionally ignoring Megan, and then Megan
Uh-huh.
looking like me, and then looking like see like oh like being awkward. Look at that, like oh, ignoring me.
Dylan, I'm gonna need you to do those hand gestures into your camera for us, please. What is that?
Yeah, when Megan's like.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's a mixture. Yes, she wants to watch her daughter, but to me,
Uh-huh.
like the arms crossed and the nodding also seems like she's intentionally ignoring Megan. She's like, I've had
Absolutely.
enough of this woman. You know, she's probably been like the whole time, like, hey, I know your daughter's playing, but can you give me some privacy and stop looking at me? You know, like,
Yes. You know what? You're spot on, Dylan. The thing
yeah,
I noticed too is so again, if we were in the situation and you're a friend and my kid's playing tennis, I might
yeah,
say, "Oh yeah, totally, Dylan. Just hang on one second." But my body would be toward you, not
yeah,
turned away from you, and I might say, "Yeah, hang on one second.
yeah.
Um, and you hopefully wouldn't be scratching your palms.
Yeah, the look she has, like, oh, yeah,
So she's turned away. She's intentionally or intensely watching her daughter, rightly so, and
yeah.
ignoring Megan again.
Completely ignoring her, and then
Uh-huh.
Megan's. You see, like, when she's gonna ignore me, and I think that says something too, because like nominally, based on what she says, she's there to support Serena because they're friends.
Yes.
But I think in Megan's perspective, she doesn't actually care to watch.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh
think the
yeah.
relationship, it's everything's a means to an end. So for
Mhm.
her, watching Serena play, that doesn't do anything for her. Like if you actually care about your friend, you're watching because you want them to win. But
That's right.
it, Serena doesn't see you watching because she's playing. So Megan, I
Uh-huh.
think, is like, okay, I can get an in with Serena's mom so that Serena will like me more, right? So it's like trying to get more from the relationship rather than doing what you'd actually do if you actually cared, right?
You're exactly right. Yep. The other thing I notice here is, okay, so here's what I think's happening. So again, Serena's mom, that's Serena's husband right in front of Meghan,
Uh-huh.
the guy with the dark hair. We'll get to him because something happens there.
Oh yeah.
Uh, but yeah, so she's sitting next to Serena's mom. Anna Wintour's directly behind her. Okay, so I'm gonna hit play and then I'm gonna pause. Watch this. So trying to talk, nothing's happening. I don't know what that is with the hands. Now watch her eyes, camera. She saw the camera. Now watch
Uh-huh.
her sly smile. Ready,
Oh
set,
yeah.
sly smile. See it? She lit up because she
Yeah.
realized camera's on me. I'm
Yeah.
next to Serena's mom and behind her husband.
Yeah.
So I know I'm going to be in the news or what tablet,
Yeah.
whatever.
Absolutely. And that to me, it's like, who's gonna give me attention? I get attention from Serena's mom? No. Oh, the camera. That's even better. So right away, it's like,
That's exactly it. And I think she always thinks we're dumber, like we're all the
yeah,
dumbest people in the world. She's the smartest. So she thinks we wouldn't be able to tell that Serena's mom wants nothing, less than nothing to do with
exactly,
her.
exactly.
So,
I'd be embarrassed by that moment. Like someone
oh,
they
me
just caught you on camera.
too.
Yeah.
She'll wear it like a badge of honor, like
Mhm.
hoping that every paper picks it up. Like, look,
Yeah.
I'm next to Serena's mom. This is an
Yeah.
important match, whatever. And a side note, I believe, again, I'm not a tennis person. I believe there were jokes made that she jinxed the whole match because Serena did not. I don't
Yeah.
think this was her best one. So there's that. And then let's see here. Let's look at the next one. There's another one that goes along with this. I believe it's, yeah, this video here. Okay. So this one's kind of controversial. I did not circle that when I was screenshotting pictures. Somebody had already circled it. People were talking about this. I'll hit play here. You can see. So here she is. Okay. Making faces in the stand. These are just still pictures, but making faces in the stands. Look at me. All right.
Oh
So,
my.
yeah, I know, right? Anybody else, I'd be like, yeah, she's just greeting her friend's husband. What's the big deal, right?
Yeah.
It's what you do. You talk, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit play, and then it'll take a second, and I'll switch pictures. It's dragging today. There we go. Okay. This is how you hug a friend, right? No, it's not
Yeah.
about the hug. It's making direct eye contact down the barrel of the camera.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that wild? So it's
That
that.
is. Yes. Yeah, it really is. Like direct, like that's so creepy.
It
Like it's
really
like the
is.
pride, the can't like wow.
Uh-huh.
And you're
There's
right,
going to uh
it couldn't be more direct. It,
Yes!
yeah.
Exactly. This isn't just two friends catching up. Here's a hug. Good to see you, man. Whatever. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a camera that happens to catch it. To your point, again, with Catherine, when she's focused on somebody, she doesn't. It's like, there's an awareness of a camera, but it's not, I'm staring at the
Oh,
camera.
exactly. It is the level of camera love she has. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, the level of self-love she has, the same.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So I'm gonna hit play and then you'll see it'll roll to the next picture here in just a second. Come on. There it is. Okay, so again, I didn't circle this, but people have, and I'm showing you. People were talking about this moment because it's interesting. Like, I can't stand Meghan. We know this. I make no secret of it. I'm not looking for trouble where there's not trouble. One could argue she's greeting her friend's husband. I
Uh-huh.
would say, knowing Meghan as I do from doing all this, it seems intentional. Like, hey, ooh, I'm wearing a dress. Here's my leg. How you doing?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my, that's so funny. I didn't
Yeah.
even notice that at first. Yeah, it's like
Oh,
way
yeah.
up there. It's also
It's like
not really
way
a
up there. Yeah.
classy way to sit. Like, whatever.
Exactly. I was thinking that too. And even if, okay, so let's say I'm just putting myself in the situation. So it would be very much like me to not pay attention to how I'm sitting. So I'll even
Yeah.
give her that. But then somebody comes up to say, hi, I'm standing up and talking to them,
Uh-huh.
not pointing my crotch at them.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Jay frowns upon me doing that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Even that one with her, I think she was holding the parasol. I was saying she's greeting her, but it did look like flirty body language. Like if I was far away, I would think like, oh, that girl or that woman's into that guy. That's what I
Yes.
would think. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. So just a reminder in case you don't know, because this to me put it a little bit more in perspective. Of course, not only is he Serena Williams' husband, his name is Alexis. I never remember how to say his last name. I believe it's Ohanian, but he is a Reddit co-founder. He is very, very,
Oh,
very, very, very rich. So,
I didn't know that.
oh yeah, yeah, and he sold it. I believe did a little research. It was already. It's like he sold it, but maybe remains on the board. But also, he's sold other. They call him an entrepreneur, but yeah, Alexis is very, 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 very rich. Her kind of rich, right? Like the kind of rich
Yeah.
she and Harry will not be. So, and
Yeah.
obviously Serena as well. But I'm saying, so put that in your thinking cap when you're thinking about what's going on here. Is it a friend
Yeah.
greeting your friend's husband? Maybe. Is it
Yeah.
something else? Probably.
It's funny you say that because I wasn't aware of his credentials, and to me, I was like, "Wow, she looks like she's flirting with him,"
Uh-huh.
but that doesn't make sense. I'm like, "Why would she be flirting with him, knowing her?" And then that makes perfect sense. It's someone who's
That's right.
even richer, than Harry.
Yeah. But yeah, so that kind of puts it in perspective a little bit if you ask me.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious. All right. So there's that. And then let's see. I think that was it on the stuff for her. If you'd like to, I'd love to roll into Catherine
Let's do
and the
it.
standing ovation sound. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is, of course, Catherine. July 14th, Sunday, her second public appearance. Of course, she's there with Princess Charlotte and with her sister Pippa. Radiant in purple. I've watched this video so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, Dylan, I need all your thoughts on all of this, and I can play it. I'll turn off the sound and play it again so you can talk about how she is
Yeah.
coming out.
Well, first of all, it's great. She looks very healthy. I mean, so much better than she had. So,
Uh-huh.
by turning a corner. And then also, again, it's very much the opposite of Meghan walking in, no one cares. Excuse me, everybody, leave us alone, leave us alone. Like, it's another level of arrogant. But yeah, to me, it looks like, look at the woman behind her.
Uh-huh.
Compare this to the one we did last time, Harry and Meghan pretending they're having a standing ovation and people like this. Whereas this, it's an actual standing ovation, genuine smiles. People are actually happy.
Yes.
They're enjoying it. And to me, it's like they're giving Catherine a standing ovation, but people are actually happy. Like it's like an experience. You could be like, hey, that was fun. We saw Catherine. We gave a standing ovation. Rather than like Harry and Meghan stuff, like where it's like, okay, we were forced to pay attention to them,
You are so right. The other thing I notice is that Catherine just gracefully, she glides through. It's like she acknowledges it, but is not, what's the word? She's not,
Basking?
she's not
Bringing-
making it about herself the way Meghan would. She's not having to be
Yeah.
pulled off the red carpet the way Meghan
Yes,
did.
yeah.
You don't have anybody yanking Catherine away, right? She knows the right
Yeah.
amount of, it's like her humility is shining through.
Yeah, that's such a good point. And this one's hard for me to put my finger on, but it's kind of like, how do I put it? Like, I think of Harry with the applause where he does that little like, humble wave, but it was like so fake humble and not humble. Even if it were for them, it's like, thank you, thank you. I really, whereas it's like genuinely humble. Yeah.
That's exactly right. You're right. There's a genuineness there versus with the other two. You're so right. But yeah, this was such an incredible moment. I keep watching it on repeat. It's so incredible. And something I read, somebody purported to be an insider, who knows, but said that you just don't see this like this. This was a huge event, for people to do the standing ovation like this, and then to watch Catherine at the end normally, you'd maybe wave quickly, but
Yeah.
she actually let herself take it in. You can see it
Yeah.
right here. But again, in a humble way. It's not like, look
Yeah.
at me.
Yeah.
So
And
I feel so much pride in that moment. Go ahead.
yeah, and to me, like the wave she gave,
Uh-huh.
it's odd. Like these things are like nuanced, they're kind of instinctive to me, but it's
Uh-huh.
like to me, it seemed like she's actually waving to the crowd. Like
Yes.
they're cheering, and she's actually like genuinely waving back, rather than the wave being like, "I acknowledge that I'm great, that you love me." It seemed like she genuinely like waved back, like, "Hey,"
It really is. It's like, here you
Yeah.
go, right there. It's
See?
just
Yeah.
like a friendly, almost like a friendly
Yeah.
hug back. I see you. I
Yeah.
love
That's a
you
really good
all.
way to put
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Aw. I love it. And I love that people did this, and I love how she handled it, and I love every moment of it.
Yeah.
She's an incredible woman. I mean, like, she
Yeah.
just walked by Julia Roberts, right? Do you think Meghan well, okay, that's a good question. So if Meghan was in this scenario, she never would be. She'd never get a standing O like this. But let's
Yeah.
just play devil's advocate. Do you think, I mean, how she would not be humble? She'd be like Rick Disgrin.
No.
I even if
Oh
there
yeah,
wasn't
you
a
would
standing
see
O,
her
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and again, that's what I've been saying. Like, it's true. It's like she goes beyond preening. She gets like this like craze, like yeah. Like again, I say it's like Palpatine in Star Wars. The evil
Uh,
emperor when it's like, yes, I've taken over the council. It's like an evil villain. Like it's mine, mine.
Yes, yes, the kingdom is mine. Yes.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But even in this moment, the thing I've noticed is that it's like she's also helping her daughter. She's making sure her sister's okay,
Yeah.
things like that. I mean, she's a wonderful woman. It's incredible. She's multitasking as we women tend to do, and doing it with grace and just such a good attitude about all of it.
That's such a good point because that was something I was thinking as well. To her, like there is the standing ovation, but
Mhm,
that's not all that's going on. I think she's also engaged with like the moment. She's
mhm,
helping her kids. She's taking in where she is. She's happy to be at Wimbledon. She's happy to
mhm.
be back, and she's also like acknowledging the people where it's not just like all it is about the reactions to her. She's
Yes.
there fully. Yeah.
Exactly. Agree. Oh, I could watch this a million times. Genuine
Yeah.
happiness. I think this is wonderful. Such a
Yeah, and
good
again, the crowd actually happy, like
uh-huh. Exactly. And leaping to their feet. Again, this would yeah, I mean, she's earned this.
yeah,
It's not just I mean, I think people respect the position, but it's so much more than that. This is an earned round of applause, acknowledgement, that sort of
yeah.
thing. And it's wonderful to see. Again, you would just not ever see that for the other two. They haven't earned it. I
No
mean,
way.
they're awful.
Yeah,
But,
and it's like a genuine feel good moment
mhm.
for the crowd too. Like they're enjoying it. Like it's a feel good moment. It's not like you see some of these standing ovations for awards where it's like a social responsibility. Like
Yeah.
Harry had like a BS standing ovation because Meghan like forced it. Some people like, oh, we have to stand. Like, okay, it's like a forced social thing. This is like I think a genuine, spontaneous, like
Yes.
feel good moment.
I randomly just paused it because of what you were saying and just picked a face.
Yeah,
They're all smiling.
exactly. That's
They're
such a good.
smiling.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And think about, again, going back to our last reaction video where we reacted to the Mountbatten Music Festival,
Yeah.
all the people around Harry and Meghan were elbowing each other saying, "Do you believe this? Can you," you know?
Yeah. 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 The faces. I just
Uh-huh.
picturing some of those people. That woman with the glasses, like, and then
Yes,
the guy who's like,
the guy.
it's so funny.
But you don't see that on anybody's face here.
Yeah.
Everybody genuinely happy,
Oh
uh-huh,
my.
and rightly so.
You're gonna be thinking. Speaking of videos, I might
Yeah.
try and do a side by side of this and then
Uh-huh.
Harry and Meghan's standing ovation. I think that'd be
Oh.
hilarious. I might do
I think
that.
that's genius. Please do,
Yeah,
and then let us know when it's up, and everybody please go
yeah.
watch
I
that.
think I'm
That is
gonna do that. Like,
brilliant.
imagine you can just put the faces together. You know.
Dylan, yes,
Yeah.
let us know when it's up and we'll all come watch it. That is
Thanks.
brilliant. Such a good
Yeah.
idea. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Too funny. Well, I guess, I mean, I wanted to end on this ray of sunshine. It's
Yeah.
like a basket of puppies, right?
Yeah.
Makes my heart so happy. But Dylan, tell us everything. So you've done, like you said, you've done, what was, you told me the name and I already forgot. What was the name of the video that we can go watch for you?
Oh yeah, I had one Meghan versus Catherine
Okay.
Manners, reacting to Meghan versus Catherine Manners.
Okay.
So yeah, I could shoot you guys the link, and I will, now that I probably will come out very soon. Probably by the time this is out, I will make one with
Okay.
comparing the standing ovations. Now I'll make that now, actually. So
Perfect.
yeah, that'll
Yeah.
be fun.
I'll probably put this up Friday or Saturday. So if that
Cool.
helps. So
Yeah, yeah, it'll
yeah.
be up by then.
Okay. So we'll go and it's winning communication
Yeah.
and we'll go look for it. And I know everybody knows, but in case they don't, tell them like you do shorter videos, right? Where you react to people
Yeah.
to their body language and movements and stuff.
Yeah, I do quicker ones. You know, it's just how it evolved.
Yeah.
Mostly Meghan and
Yes.
those comparisons. I keep them quicker, high pace. Some people said they prefer longer, but I put them in playlists as well. So
Uh-huh.
for people who want to like, listen while they're doing other things, they could also just play a playlist,
Perfect.
so that it just plays automatically. So whether you want a quick
Yeah.
thing or you want a playlist, it works either way.
Perfect. We will definitely go check that out. If you
Mhm.
have more ideas of things you want Dylan to react to, he said he's making a community post, so definitely
Yeah.
follow that up or just comment below. Dylan hangs out in the comments sometimes. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely do. Oh, and I
good.
almost forgot. By the time this is up, there'll be another collab with us on my channel, so you can check
Yeah.
that out as well. So if you
Perfect.
like this,
Yeah,
you check that out.
that's we just sat and had a lovely conversation and really came up with some interesting talking points about again Harry and Meghan and the
Mhm.
things we've noticed. And yeah, I enjoyed that very much. I can't wait to go
Yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Dylan. We appreciate you. It's
Thanks.
always a pleasure to have you on, and we'll be talking to you. I'm going to be bugging you again soon. You know, these two will do something crazy, so we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
So I look forward to that, and I hope you have a great day.
Thanks. You too. Oh
Okay.
shoot! I should have done that. Thanks. You too.
All right.
I'll
Bye.
stick your head.
A huge thank you to Dylan at Winning Communications for sitting down and talking through all this with me. Definitely make sure you subscribe to his channel. He's so much fun and he's so lovely behind the scenes as well. He really is. He's got such a great personality. I just very much enjoy working with him. I think it shows when we sit down and talk. I tease with him. I'm like, I'm luckily not that much older than him, but I was like, I feel like your mother. I'm like, sit still, Dylan. Fix your hair, Dylan. But no, he's great. He really is. He's so much fun, and I really enjoy his personality. And yeah, so check him out. And a huge thank you, Dylan, if you're watching, for sitting down and talking with me, guys. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this one. I cannot wait to read your comments on this, and I truly hope you all have the best day. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye bye.